Jenny Finch, one of the best pitchers of all times, once said, "Try not to get lost in comparing yourself to others. Discover your gifts and let them shine." Softball is amazing that way as a sport. Everyone on the field has a slightly different ability that makes them perfect for their position. This quote tells exactly every point of softball in only 2 sentences. Most everyone enjoys watching sports and wonder where they originated from. Softball is just another one of those sports that makes people curious as to where it all started. I think I'm qualified to tell you about softball because I not only know a lot about it, but I've experienced it for almost 14 years. Today, I would like to inform my audience about the game of softball. Many people have questions when it comes to softball, so I'm going to tell you what I know about the history of softball, why I love this sport, and what is considered a perfect game. First, I would like to tell you a little bit of history of softball. According to the Get Recruited blog, softball all started on Thanksgiving Day of 1887 when several alumni were patiently awaiting the Yale versus Harvard football game. Yale was announced the winner, and one of the Yale fans threw a boxing glove at a Harvard fan. The Harvard fan swung back with a stick, and that's how it all started. Around 1991 is when women's fast pitch first got recognized in the Olympics. According to Scott Hendricks, softball is one of the most popular participant sports in the United States, with an estimated 40 million participants in America. Now that I've told you a few facts about softball, I want to tell you why I love this sport so much. I'm currently 20 years old, and I can say that I've played softball for almost 14 years. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but then I began to like it slowly. I play the sport where they do a fast pitch wind-up. I love this sport because it's special because not everyone can play this sport. It takes hard work, dedication, and sweat to play this sport. You have to have heart and respect at the same time. It's hardcore and daring, but at the same time you show your sensitive side when it comes to having your teammates back. Lastly, I would like to tell you what is considered a perfect game in softball. There's 2 opposing teams in softball, and pressure builds up, and they both feel that they deserve a win. Everyone has their own interpretations of a perfect game. In my eyes, a perfect game is when everybody's in the game, headstrong, and in it for the win. It's when the person's playing for their teammate instead of themselves. You give all the glory to God. In conclusion, I would like to remind you why I made this presentation. I was going to tell you a little bit of information about the history of softball. I think I'm qualified to tell you about this sport because I've not only done my research, but I have experienced it myself. Most people are curious as to where things come from and how they started, so it's just a little information that you would like to know. For my reference, I was going to show you a softball that I hit when I was 14 years old, my first home run, but my brother got a hold of it and he threw it in the backyard with the dog, so that's not going to happen. Thank you.